Don't forget to like and subscribe, and always reinforce your seams. My so-called life is sponsored by... How's it going? I'm Godless Sewing, and this is the Godless Sewing channel. So today, I'm going to be talking about how to defluff a sewing machine. I know what you're thinking, and get your mind out of the gutter. All it means is that we're learning how to clean a sewing machine. And also, I'm going to look into the world of CAMS and why they're so important in sewing machines. So, as always, strap on, wear a helmet, and let's go sewing. So if there's one thing that isn't talked about enough, it's sewing machine maintenance. If you use a machine regularly like I do, you should clean your machine at least once a month. Defluffing is hilarious, and it's also fun. You see how much gunk and grime and balls of thread get stuck in your machine. I like to use artist brushes, screwdrivers, and I also use tweezers depending on what's in there or if something's stuck in there. The one thing about cleaning a machine is that it extends the life of the sewing machine. Newer machines don't necessarily need oil because they're self-lubricating. But the older machines, well, they need love and Barry White. Remember, always check your owner's manual because it'll tell you what your machine does or does not need. I'm going to be here defluffing this machine for a while. So before we get to cleaning the machine and all the details of how to clean my Singer silhouette, let's look into the world of CAMS and how interesting and intricate sewing machines are in the first place.
There are limitations to the movements you can get out of simple cranks and levers, so a lot of sewing machines also use CAMS. This machine's actually a cobbler's machine used for sewing leather. The CAMS can create a much wider range of movements using irregularly shaped slots and discs like this one. Just like cranks and levers, these have all sorts of uses, and I quite often use them myself. Most modern sewing machines can do a wide variety of fancy stitches. They look a lot more complicated, but there's only one basic extra movement, and that's moving the needle from side to side. And by combining sideways needle movements with variable cloth feed movements, all sorts of fancy stitches become possible. Each stitch has a different cam. If I change to a different stitch, the cam follower moves, and you can see it moving to a different rhythm.
I missed my big chance last time. Angie, I'm not gonna miss it again. There it is!
That's the Athena 2000 electronic machine by Singer. It's $100 off. Push these buttons. It sews 25 stitches.
Beautiful.
Even measures buttons and makes buttonholes to fit in one step. If you missed your chance last time, the big Singer sale is back.
Hey, Debbie, if you was my mother, what would you think of your son now? Huh?
So first and foremost, the one thing you want to do is take the screws off of the top plate here. I prefer Lord Stanley, but whatever gets the job done is good for you. Sometimes even a dime will work because these angles are weird on sewing machines in general. Second, I use artist brushes to clean the inside. This particular machine is a self-lubricating machine, so it doesn't need oil. It just needs some TLC. There you go. All right, so I popped the plate off, and now I'm about to expose how gross this is. And it's important to defluff your machine because, oh, can't forget to take that out, because it will cause massive damage in your machine. And these brushes usually pick everything right up. So this machine wasn't, well, no. There we go. I've seen worse. But once I clean this, I have about 27 more to go. So sewing machine cleaning day around here is actually a bit of a chore. But it's literally what I do, so why not? And also, while you're doing this, you can get to know your machine more intricately and see each piece, and you'll be better at troubleshooting once you know the inner workings of a sewing machine. All right.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Walter O'Keefe turning the microphone over to the cat. Take it away, Kitty.
Oh, John, I'm so discouraged. How can I ask anybody to this house the way the furniture looks?
Well, it is pretty awful, but I don't suppose we could buy much with our money.
Not unless a miracle happens.
Ah, there's the miracle. Hurry, 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 hurry. Answer that doorbell. That's the first time I ever saw a miracle in a two-pants suit. But it's the Singer Man. He'll send her to the nearest Singer sewing center, and the miracle man turns her over to that miracle woman, the sewing teacher, to you. Just a few simple lessons on the sewing machine, and her house will look so attractive they'll probably sell it at a profit.
So if there was ever a machine that needed to get defluffed, it would be my Husqvarna Emerald 116. I use this machine for everything, and it's a bit gross. But the beautiful thing about these machines is that you can take them apart and clean them. They're literally made tough. Let's get in close. Okay, so they're made a little bit more tough than people think they are. All right. So just like before, same process, and this one is caked. As you can see, I haven't cleaned this in a while, and it's important, and I guarantee you after I'm done cleaning this thing, it will work back to factory specs. Like I said, artist brushes are important, but you know, you can use anything that's able to get in the crevice and the cracks. I have many different size brushes that I use, and some are coarse, some are more fine, but this one is almost embarrassing of how gunky it is. But that's the whole point of cleaning sewing machines. I'm almost done with this machine, and I can't reiterate how important it is to defluff your machines and clean your sewing machines at least once a month. So I thank you, and as always, be yourself, reinforce your seams, and I will definitely see you next time.